Hello, this is Bud, and welcome to another edition of Go Pickleball. In this edition, Vicki will be returning with her husband Ken as they provide a group of intermediate players from Pelican Athletic Club, or PAC, instruction in some basic drilling exercises. These players soaked up a lot of information and all said it was well worth their time. I think we can all agree that Vicki and Ken make a great teaching duo. If you are local to St. Tammany Parish area and would like to have Vicki and Ken provide you with some great learning experience, contact us at gopickleball@gmail.com. In the second segment, I wanted to take a few moments to share with you the revised graphics I have developed for the Player Analytics video service offered by Go Pickleball. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Here's Vicki and Ken.
I'm Vicky Winn, and this is my husband, Ken Winn, and we are certified pickleball coaches. We're certified through PPR, which is the training division of USA Pickleball. And we're happy to have you here this morning. We know we're going to do a focus on drills. The drills work. They absolutely work. When you are dedicated to them, you're regular with them, there's so many benefits that you get out of them. We're going to try to run through as many of the drills as we can. We're going to have a little bit of a strong focus on the kitchen area today. And the biggest reason for that is because pickleball is not won from the baseline. Pickleball is won when you are here at the kitchen line. So just to talk a little bit about what drills can do for you, is that drills, we hear a lot about muscle memory, right? Everybody talks, oh, but it's muscle memory, it's muscle memory, it's muscle memory. It truly is muscle memory. The more that you do an action, the better and the more comfortable you're going to get to it. I'll never forget the day. I remember it almost like, you know, to the day, to the moment, whatever else, that I got into a dink battle in a match. And it was the first time I was relaxed doing it. I was like, this is like landmark, because most of the time you get yourself nervous, you get worked up, you're not relaxed, and so therefore you're not doing the things that you should be doing to stay in that dink battle. So muscle memory is huge. The other thing that you're going to develop is consistency, which is an accuracy. You're going to be able to put the ball where you want it to go. You're going to be able to do it regularly. And those are the things that are going to help elevate your game to the next level. You wouldn't be here this morning if that wasn't the goal, right? So we all want to get there. But biggest thing that you're going to get out of this is learning how to focus and learning how to train our brains, right? Because there's so much that we do that's instinctual. A lot of us come from tennis, and there's some things that we just do instinctually, but may not be the better shot, may not be the better stroke. We may truly need to use that pendulum swing rather than a big old stroke. Learning where to use your bigger strokes, where not to use your bigger strokes is a lot of things. It's a lot of information to absorb, and we're going to do the best to share as much as we can with you this morning. I know Ken's got some things he wants to add to that.
The biggest thing I think for us is we played for almost a year, and you know we got into these matches with the better players and realized we couldn't stay with them, and figured out what do we need to do, because in a match you may hit a certain stroke just a couple of times, and that's when we teamed up with a couple of other people. It started with just four of us, and 2 years ago started regular drills, and that way you can actually start to focus on the shots and know how to hit the shots, know how it feels, and consistently hit whatever shot you're working on. And drills can be from anything from dinking, transition, baseline. You can do it all. So and that's really helped take our game up really up to the next level. When you go out to play, take that first 15 minutes just to go through a series of drills. We do that before we play. We got a series of drills that we do before we get into our first game.
Drills work when you do them regularly. So this is where you guys, get together. Just even if it's four of you, come out to the park. You can drill with two. You can drill with two. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to. So it just depends on what you want to work on. And each drill session can be something different that you're focused on. And then when you start to play games, you can tell yourself, I'm focused on that today. That way it doesn't become overwhelming to the brain that I'm trying to think, okay, well, let me remember this, let me remember that. I mean, there's so many things to remember that it can bog you down in your game. You're getting so like caught up in what you're supposed to be doing. We want you to do the drills enough that that becomes instinctual, not the old habits, but the new habits become instinctual. So that's what we're going to drive for. So one of the big things that I want to talk about too, and you're going to see markers on the court. You're going to see these targets. You might see some other kind of target. Sometimes I use straight lines to shorten the court. Hula hoops work great. I brought out the hula hoops just to show you. They're $1.25. You can put those on the court, run out with them, put them on the court. One of the things that targets do for you is slow the brain down, make you focus on where you want that ball to go, right? So there's two things. One of them is that my paddle, wherever the face is going and wherever I'm putting that ball, that's where it's going, right? If my paddle's facing this way, where is it going? Going this way. Facing this way, it's going this way. So consistently putting the paddle right into the area where you want it to go, and you start to focus on that target, I promise you, you're going to start meeting that target over and over again. The other thing that there's a lot of talk about, and I'm watching a lot of pros even do it too, they talk a lot about it in their videos, and that's counting. There's just something about counting that slows the brain down, helps you focus, and it keeps all the other distractions out of the picture, right? So we're going to work on dinks today. Okay, so what we're going to do is do 4 and 4. We're going to start working at that no volley line like I talked about. We're going to do simple dinks. We're going to start out just a couple minutes going target to target. And then the next thing we do is take it one notch up, and we're going to count and go for the target, okay? So all we want you to do is focus on the paddle face, right? And that pendulum swing. Has everybody heard of the pendulum swing? Inside, well, inside here. Let's pretend this is a circle and we're trying to meet inside the circle right there, okay? You are trying to target the inside of that diamond or the circle, okay? Not only practice the pendulum swing and always in front. If we have to, for some reason, take a backhand dink, we've practiced it, right? So we've practiced if we've got to come this way. We've practiced if we've got to come this way. When you get in those dink battles, you'll feel that much more comfortable. We absolutely love doing this, and we love seeing everybody learn and grow with doing the drills. The biggest thing, like we said at the beginning of the session, is drills work when you do them, and you do them regularly. So I just heard a pro tell a Kobe Bryant story, and I'm going to share it with you because it's perfect for drill sessions. This reporter went in to go watch Kobe Bryant practice one day, and he had high expectations of what he was going to see. And Kobe Bryant stood in the same place and did the same shot for 2 hours. And the reporter's trying to figure out, like, how do I write on this? Like, what am I going to put? That he stood there for this. And they could sense his frustration, and he was talking out loud. Why? What is he doing? What is he doing? And he finally just said, you know, I don't understand this. I don't get it. He is the greatest player in the world, the #1 player in the world. Why did he stand in one place and do the same shot for 2 hours? And Kobe Bryant overheard him and turned around and he said, that's why I'm the #1 player in the world. So it's true that when you do something over and over, it's skill, right? It's learning a skill, perfecting a skill, and none of us can just walk out on the court and perfect the skill when we haven't practiced it a lot.
You know, we saw good movement. You guys were moving well. The couple of times that we might have hit a bad shot is that we weren't in position. So stay in a ready position, athletic position, stay balanced, and keep your paddle in a ready position, especially when you're up at the no volley zone. The game is played right here. So we're not taking our full swing. So we're ready for that second shot that's coming back to us.
So guys, we appreciate y'all being out today. And like we said, just let us know when you're ready for more. There
Nice
you
to
go.
meet those
Nice
that
to meet
I,
you guys.
Geaux Pickleball Video Services offers two player analytic graphic options. The first is the basic player analytic graphic. Let's take a few moments to explain the graphic that will be displayed during the game. It looks complicated, but it's really simple and easy to read once you get used to it. Each player's initials will appear in the AA, BB, CC, or DD boxes. Players in the AA and BB box are on one team, and players in the CC and DD box are on the other team. These four green boxes across this row will display accumulated winning shots by each player. The green boxes in this row will display points scored by winners for each team. The four red boxes in this row will display accumulated unforced errors by each player. The two red boxes in this row will display points lost by unforced errors for each team. Our next graphic is the expanded player analytic that provides the same data as the basic graphic but adds the total accumulated touches by each player. Both graphics will keep a running score of the game. Now let's take a look at each graphic in action. This is the standard graphic. This is the expanded graphic. And at the end of each video, you will find pie charts that further define the data accumulated during the game. If you are local to the North Shore area, we can come to you and video your games, or you can provide us with the raw digital video. We will edit out non-play footage and insert either the basic or expanded player analytic graphics. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and see you all the next time.